Elon Musk drove the internet crazy when he left the meeting between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping with a short phrase that shattered the media's narrative against Trump. This Friday, May 15, 2026, Musk made it clear that the talks were positive and that good results were on the way. Exactly at the moment when Trump appeared surrounded by the biggest names in technology and business from the United States on Chinese soil. The scene was intense because Xi didn't just receive an American president. He received Trump, accompanied by the economic power that Beijing watches most closely: Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, Boeing, and major banks. While critics expected Trump to be cornered, the opposite happened. Xi making room, American businessmen smiling, Musk becoming a meme, and the internet getting the message. Trump didn't go to China to ask for a favor. He went to show strength, command respect, and turn a closed-door meeting into a public demonstration of political dominance. I'll tell you all about it in a moment, but right now, you'll want to subscribe to the channel to stay well-informed. Real-time information with the best journalistic quality you've ever seen. Milson Alves, the standard in credibility. CNN Brazil reported that Musk left the ceremony at the Great Hall of the People and described the meetings as wonderful, also saying that many good things had been achieved. Jensen Huang from Nvidia said that the meetings went well and that Trump and Xi were incredible. This helps explain why the internet exploded. Musk didn't need to give a long speech. He just showed up, smiled, made faces, took selfies, and hinted that things behind the scenes were better for Trump than many expected. The strength of this scene lies in the contrast. Before the trip, many people bet that Trump would be cornered by Xi, that China would dominate the table, and that American businessmen would be in an uncomfortable position. But the image that circulated was different. Trump brought the economic elite of the United States to Beijing, and Xi had to make room for these figures in a setting symbolic of Chinese power. In the coverage making the rounds, the takeaway is simple. When Musk, the optimistic one, gives a thumbs up, when Tim Cook gives a positive sign, when the head of Nvidia praises the meeting, the message to the market and to the political world is that Trump did not go to China to ask for permission. He went to show that the American economy still has assets that Beijing cannot ignore. Musk became the central figure because he represents exactly what bothers China the most. Technology, electric cars, artificial intelligence, rockets, social networks, global influence. Tesla has a factory in Shanghai, SpaceX deals with satellites and space defense, and X directly influences public debate outside China's control. That's why when Musk appeared in the middle of the delegation, the trip left the traditional field of diplomacy and became a contest over prestige. Trump placed next to him not only advisors, but also businessmen who run companies capable of affecting entire global supply chains. No, China tried to project an image of openness and cooperation. According to Chinese state media cited by CNN Brazil, Xi said that the door to Chinese openness would open wider and wider and that American companies would have broader prospects in the Chinese market. This phrase in practice became ammunition for Trump's narrative. After years of tension, tariffs, disputes over chips, pressure on the industry, and a trade war, Xi appeared promising space for American companies on Chinese soil. About tariffs, industry, there was tension, tariffs, disputes. Xi appeared with tension, disputes, about tariffs, disputes, industry, tension, industry appeared, after tension, about tension, tariffs, Xi. After years of tension, chips, the industry war appeared, tariffs, disputes over the commercial industry appeared. The strongest point is that Musk did not reveal it with secret documents. The tension, tariffs, dispute appeared, dispute about the president. Industry war, the industry. While Trump and Xi carried themselves like leaders, Musk became the trip's informal barometer. He showed a less tense environment, more favorable to agreements, and more comfortable for the American side than Trump's critics would like to admit. The internet went crazy also because the scene broke the script expected by the anti-Trump press. Instead of showing an American president cornered, the trip showed Trump walking in Beijing, being received by Xi, and bringing some of the world's top business leaders to the meeting. Reuters reported that after talks about trade, Taiwan, and Iran, Xi took Trump to visit the Zhongnanhai complex, a closed and highly symbolic area where the central structures of the Communist Party and the Chinese government are located. She also said that diplomatic events there are extremely rare. For Trump, this gesture became a symbol of prestige. For the internet, it became another scene where Trump appears inside the political heart of China without seeming small in front of Beijing. The meeting also addressed trade. According to international coverage, Trump stated that China would agree to buy 200 Boeing aircraft and billions of dollars in American soybeans, in addition to the possibility of even larger future purchases. It was Trump telling the American voter that he was opening doors for farmers, industry, and big companies in the United States. China would have to negotiate with a delegation that China simply couldn't ignore. That's what made the memes explode. It wasn't just humor, it was visual politics. It was the internet taking a closed-door meeting and turning every gesture from Musk into a sign that Trump was dominating the room. The Chinese side tried to maintain formality, but Musk pulled the moment out of the usual script. He appeared more spontaneous, stranger, more human, and more unpredictable than the others. While the others were stiff, Musk was looking around, taking photos, reacting to people, and creating material for thousands of posts. This behavior became a topic of discussion because it matches his image, a billionaire who doesn't act like a diplomat, but who has enough influence to be treated as a strategic figure. In the video, this presence is presented as meme mode activated. That's what made the topic take off on social media. He appeared with his son during the trip, and that became part of the debate on social media. It shows a powerful man not ashamed to take his son to elite environments. While progressive groups usually consider these gestures inappropriate, the conservative perspective turns the scene into a symbol of family, normalcy, and paternal pride. The interpretation of pride is used to sell the American product. He tried to pull Xi into greater pressure over crises affecting energy, war, and trade. For years, China was treated as a cold, calculating force that was impossible to bend. Now the scene shows Xi welcoming Trump, talking about openness, walking with him in an unusual setting, and accepting a meeting filled with American businessmen. Trump entered Beijing with the American giants. Xi appeared paternal, aiming to transform life into digital fuel. And the internet does not forgive weakness. I am Milson Alves, an international affairs specialist, and my purpose is to keep you well informed with the truth every day. The news links are in the video description. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and at the end, check out the comments so you can be even more engaged with the Milson Alves community. See you later.